Hi gorgeous, I'm Teresa and today I'm doing my first eyebrow lamination to help my eyebrows stand up, and it'll also help them look fuller. So they tend to lay pretty flat and they bunch up, especially right here. So this is a brow lamination kit and it's $28 on Amazon, and I'll link it in the description. So brow lamination, it involves straightening and lifting the hairs using a chemical solution. So it's basically a perm solution, and it allows the hairs to kind of have more flexibility to move them into your desired shape. And then that way it covers any gaps or stray areas. So typically this is combined with a brow tint at the same time, and I may or may not do that. So I've read the instructions that come in the packet, but I will read them again as we go. But this is supposed to last up to 6 weeks. So I'm going to do updates on my beauty page, Beauty by Teresa. So if you want to go and follow me over there on Instagram, so instagram.com beauty by Teresa, no spaces. This does warn against sensitivity and how to handle it, as well as patch testing first. So I'm going to show you the kit really quick. So it comes with little brush packs. So it's got spoolies in here. It's got some like applicators right here. So just like when I did my eyelash perm, like all kinds of just like little brushes. So very, very good, except for I think you have to determine what is what. So it's got those, and then it's got the brow adhesive, it's got the lifting solution setting, then it has a nutrition and a cleanser. So this is what it looks like. Like I said, it's got the little pamphlet. Again, I will link this in the description box below. This does talk about the patch test and how to perform it. It does say do not perform a brow lamination on clients who are currently using retinol, retin-A, benzoyl peroxide, salicylic acid, glycolic acid, Accutane, Proactive, AHA, BHA. While that's probably true, I think, you know, if you're worried about it, you could probably just stop applying it here and kind of put like a barrier cream, just so that it doesn't travel. And they do say if you're sensitive to use a barrier cream, so you could put a layer of Aquaphor so that you're not getting as much irritation. Okay, so that's basically it. You'll want to make sure that your brows are clean with no makeup on, and so that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to go wash up and we'll get this party started. Alrighty, so it says to use the cleanser to remove oil, dirt, and makeup residue on the eyebrows. So for sensitive skin, apply Vaseline to the skin outside the treated area to protect it from the lotion. So I think we can just apply this with a cotton bud. Oh, I guess you gotta pull this little stopper thing out. I guess that's so it doesn't leak all over in transit. Be careful not to get in your eyes. All right, so cleaning. I'm gonna put a 10 times magnifying mirror, or yeah, just to make sure I'm getting everywhere. I would say that I have thicker brows. Well, maybe they're just like average brows. And I tell you that because there is a recommended developing time on this. And then it says to apply a thin layer of adhesive onto the eyebrows. It says to apply this with, well, it says actually apply a thin layer and then comb the brows onto the skin in the direction and shape you desire using the wide brush or one of these spoolies in here. I don't know why they called it a mascara brush. They're technically called spoolies. So I do like that there's many spoolies in here. And I don't know which one's actually going to be better, but okay, I can't do that. I can't do that. There we go. So I'm just combing them. So this is the Y-shaped brush, so it has these little teeth right here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to apply the adhesive now. It would be nice if it was like a different type of brush, but so apply a thin layer of adhesive onto the eyebrows, comb the brows onto the skin in the direction and shape you desire using a wide brush or mascara brush. So applying. Seems like it's going to take me all day to apply this adhesive. So definitely want to coat the top of them. And I will probably have to trim them. Okay, I'm gonna try with the Y brush first and these little combs. Ow! That's a sharp comb. Okay, so it's so hard with that I'm going to switch to, yeah, that's way better. And I do need to pull these ones out right here. Just wiggling that wand through there. I have white ones, so I am gonna need to dye them. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna apply the adhesive on this side. Why does one brow always look better than the other? So this is basically what we're trying to do, is just to make it stand up. You'll brush them every morning. And you shouldn't have to use like wax or mascara or gel like that, or anything to make it like stand up or stay. So, in shape you desire using the Y brush or mascara brush. And then step number 3, apply lifting lotion on the brows using a micro brush. Here's the lifting, and then here is the micro brush. So it's just a teeny tiny brush. And so we'll apply this lifting lotion on the brows, and then we'll cover with plastic wrap and leave it on for 10 to 11 minutes. Again, this one also has the thing. Okay. So this is the perm. And now we're gonna go ahead and cover with plastic wrap. Okay, and we're gonna set a timer for 10 minutes. I will see you in 10 minutes. Alrighty, 10 minutes is up. So now it says to remove the product thoroughly with the Y brush or to use a clean cotton bud. I don't think that I'm going to try using this to remove the product, so I'm just gonna use another Q-tip. And I do also have some wipes on hand to clean. So I actually might just use a wipe if they're not all dried out, because I can't see doing that with the cotton bud. It almost seems like it bleached them, which is weird. But I also want to make sure that I get all of the product off of my eyelids. Okay, so next step, apply the setting lotion on the brows using a new micro brush. So, and then we'll cover the area again with plastic wrap and leave it on for 8 to 12 minutes. So I'll probably leave it on for another 10 minutes. Remove the product with a Y brush or a clean dry cotton bud. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. So make sure there is no lotion residue left on the brows. Okay, so that is that step. So going in with that setting lotion now. This is where my eyebrows get bunched up, is right here where they start to arch. Let's go with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the plastic wrap back on. And I did just like rip off a sheet and then split it into 4s. Okay, going to set a timer again for 10 minutes and then I'll be back. All right, so we did setting lotion. So now we're gonna make sure there's no lotion residue on the brows. Sit, and then we're gonna use a lint-free brush and we're going to apply the nutrition serum. Again, I don't think using a cotton bud or the Y brush is going to remove the product from your eyebrows, you know? So I'm not gonna put the nutrition serum on yet because I do want to color my brows. So I'm gonna go grab my color kit and we're gonna do that really quick. So this is the color kit that I like to use. Now, granted, I probably should be going lighter. This is actually the M30, the light medium brown. So it's better to go a little bit lighter on your brows than it is too dark. I do like to use Aquaphor for this because it will color your skin for a little bit. Especially just because I recently did a TCA, and one thing on the lamination kit, you should not be using it over the top of a TCA pill. I let myself fully heal and all will be good now. For this, just for men, it's literally 1 part to 1 part, and they do, I mean, it does come with this. Now technically this is a mustache and beard kit, but it works great for brows. It does come with this brush, but I don't like this brush. I like to use a spoolie because you can really get it in there. So there is the color developer, and then there is the color base, and you only need a teeny tiny amount. That much. So that's the developer. So I like to take the back side of my spoolie and mix it up. So I like to start by combing them down and just picking up some product. So I just want to make sure that I'm coating all of that. And then I'll start combing up, make sure I get down there at the bottom where those white hairs like to grow in, and then just kind of like run that through there, comb up good. Another timer, I will set it for 5 minutes. Alrighty, so for this one, I do like to use a wet rag. I'm just gonna wipe this off real quick, just trying to be as gentle as possible. Because we're not supposed to get this wet, that's all I'm gonna do. So maybe I should have done the brow tint before, but we'll find out. So we'll see what happens. If I have to do it again, I have to do it again. And one thing I do want to mention is you are not to get your brows wet for 24 hours. All right, so now I'm going in with the nutrition serum, and this is that little brush that they talked about. Okay. This is supposed to last for 6 weeks. So we'll find out, because I did some things that I wasn't supposed to do. Like, I mean, I wouldn't call that getting them super wet, because those little not cloths, what are these? Wipes were pretty dried out. So I will be back to show you guys in a couple of days if it worked, if I think it's worth it. So we'll figure that out. So I will be back. All right, so it's been 4 days since I did the lamination, and I think my brows look great. Now, granted, they are too dark. So they are definitely too dark. It's actually better to go lighter with your brows than it is darker. So I do need to find a different brow tint. I mean, even though it says it's a light medium brown, it's still far too dark. So I'll probably need to go to like a blonde kit. But yeah, I really like them. So you just comb them every morning and they're standing up pretty darn well. Now, some of them do need to be trimmed, plucked. Like I could probably use some plucking right about here, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna leave them. So I do really like this kit. I did end up accidentally getting my brows a little bit wet trying to get some frownies off of my forehead, but no problem. I just wiped it off. Like, I think it's more like getting it saturated versus like lightly getting it wet. Like misting your face is not gonna mess up the perm or anything like that. But I really like this brow kit. I think is well worth it. You're gonna get many uses out of it. I mean, if you're paying somebody to do this when you can spend $29 to do it and get like 6 or 7 laminations out of it, why the heck not? You can do it at home so easily. So until next video, guys, bye.